Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Power of the Patch presentation. My name is Gregory Mascari up here in Bozeman, Montana, and I've been working with LifeWave and the Power of the Patch for over 7 years now. And yes, we have a story to share with you tonight about our patented breakthrough in wearable light technology. So let the show begin. So I'd like to start out by just establishing a couple of foundational premises. Number one, health certainly is our greatest wealth, and if you or anyone you know or love had was on the verge of losing it, you know what I'm talking about. And number two, let's face it, the symptoms of aging and disease are just not fun. Whether it's dental issues, brain fog, or joint mobility, maybe it's some of those fine lines and wrinkles, or maybe it's even worse. Maybe it's cardiovascular. Symptoms of aging disease are just not fun. And I remember when I could work all day and party all night and get up the next day and do it again. As the old song goes, those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. But things kind of start slowing down as you move on in life. And the reason is the older you get, the faster you age and the slower you heal due to a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, and that's stem cells. In fact, by age 30, they've decreased by about 50%. By age 60, only a small percentage remains. And that means, like a young lad can fall down, skin his knee, and 3 days later, his scab falls off. Grandma falls down, skins her knee, breaks her hip, and she's lucky if it ever heals. So I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older. I want to be younger. And I bet you many of you can relate to that. So let me ask you two personal questions. Number one, if you could change one thing in your health, or maybe in the health of someone you love and care for, what would it be? And number two, what impact would reducing or even eliminating that issue have on you or their quality of life? And just let me up front give you a general disclaimer. Our products are not designed or intended to heal, treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. They do, however, help your body get back into a much healthier regenerative mode, and many times wonderful things then begin to happen. So let me ask, if I can show you a safe and affordable way to change the trajectory of your aging so you can look, feel, and live younger, longer, no matter what your age is, would you be interested? And usually the resounding answer is yes. So the good news is our X39 wearable light technology is truly a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's a new patented, inexpensive wearable patch. It's affordable, safe, non-invasive, drug-free, and a unique form of phototherapy which uses very specific frequencies of light to increase and improve your health and wellness while supporting your body's natural innate ability to heal itself. So I'm going to play a short little video that just kind of lay the foundation for what X39 is really all about. So here we go.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHK-Cu, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that can support wellness in an entirely new way. supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Be the light with LifeWave. So let me go into a little bit more detail with you about the power of the patch and how it very profoundly and powerfully works. It's based on the science of photobiomodulation. And each LifeWave patch contains a very specific combination of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they are applied or near your body, they're actually activated by the infrared heat or the light emanating from our body. And then the crystals in the patches begin to emit very specific wavelengths of light that stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in our body. And this is the scientific basis of our LifeWave phototherapy patches. So, this is our visionary founder and CEO, David Schmidt, who's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, David is a genius inventor already with over 200 patents. And he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for over 24 years. And he's already conducted over 90 clinical studies proving the efficacy of LifeWave phototherapy products. And I have a little short video vignette about David Schmidt I think you'll enjoy. So let me go ahead and play that video for you.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There is more information there than most people would ever realize. I was 8 years old, and my parents wanted to take me to the workshop of Thomas Edison. On the drive back home, I said to my dad, I want to be an inventor. Light, as it turns out, is the primary control mechanism for everything else that happens in the body. What if we could have an external electromagnetic field that would essentially reset the stem cells that are already in our bodies and get them to function like younger, healthier cells? What if in the process we actually found out that in a book that was written thousands of years ago, that information already existed? God has left his fingerprint in natural design, and that blueprint shows up in nature. The mathematical codes are identical. The implications to this are absolutely extraordinary. What drives me is that there's this enormous sense of hope that we can create technology to generate clean energy, that we can have foods that aren't genetically modified, and we can meet all of the needs on the planet that we have to, and that we can heal people.
Wow. That's our genius founder, David Schmidt. And LifeWave is now a 21-year-old pioneer in life sciences technology. It all started back in 2000 when David got a contract with the U.S. Navy SEALs to create a technology to increase their battle-ready strength, stamina, and performance without using drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. And he accomplished that. And the technology was so powerful that in 2004, David founded LifeWave to bring this amazing technology to the masses. By 2010, they set up manufacturing and international distribution in Ireland. We now distribute to over 80 countries from our 16 global distribution centers. And in 2024, we opened our global headquarters in Draper, Utah. And within it, we have a state-of-the-art space age welcome center that was actually designed by the set designers of Star Trek. And I'm going to give you a little glimpse of that later on in our presentation. So our focus for the last 15 years has been anti-aging and regenerative science. And we launched about 7 years ago the LifeWave X39, which is, many are calling the holy grail of health, healing, and regeneration. Truly a historic and affordable breakthrough in wellness technology. And we're actually doing what the big multi-billion-dollar companies and big pharma have not been able to do. That is When used in conjunction with proper nutrition and hydration, you do need to have some raw materials in there. X39 has been proven to activate a very specific copper peptide that supports and enhances stem cell activity while altering gene expression towards a more vibrant and younger you. And yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies and field results proving X39 is actually turning back your biological clock, helping people of all ages to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And let me just share with you some of the benefits you may experience if and when you try X39. And the first is energy. And certainly, energy is a currency of life. And from your very first day, you're going to feel more energy. And not only are you going to feel more energy the first day, I can almost guarantee that first night, you're going to have one of the best nights' sleep ever because X39 also improves sleep quality. Another very important thing is sports performance. And X39 not only increases sports performance, but substantially reduces recovery time after exercise. And that's why LifeWave patches are now being used by amateur and professional athletes all around the world in almost every sport. The media's begin to notice, you know what, you might too, if you look at your favorite athletes and Olympians, because it's approved by the Olympic Committee for use. You see those little auspicious white patches on their body, and that's LifeWave patch technology. Another big one is pain relief. And most people notice a reduction in pain within minutes of the application. And brain function, brain health. We have clinical studies and many, many people reporting improved memory, focus, and cognitive function. And wound healing. X39 actually supports our body's natural wound healing process and greatly accelerates it by as much as 50% reduction in wound healing, whether it's an owie, a small cut, bruise, or a minor or surgical procedure. Now, along with wound healing, the other thing is wrinkle reduction. And we encourage people, sadly, not as fast as the pain reduction, but wrinkle reduction, we encourage people to take pictures because this is typically very noticeable over an 8 to 12 week period. You'll see the reduction of fine lines and wrinkles. And along with that, you're also going to see and experience another phenomenon called remodeling, where X39 actually helps to remodel and reduce the appearance of scars. So again, take before and after pictures of those fine lines and wrinkles and scars, and I believe you're going to be delighted. This is just an example of some of the benefits people experience. Picture tells 1,000 words, so here we've got 6,000 words here. But you can see after 4 months, the lady on the left, just after 4 months, the woman in the upper center, that's after 2 years. She looks like a totally different woman. The guy in the upper right had a snowboarding accident, and look at after 5 days, he was almost totally healed. And the gal in the bottom left, after 9 months, oh my gosh, she's off about 7 pharmaceutical drugs that she was on and looking about 15, 20 years younger. And I'm going to jump over to the guy in the right who fell through the ceiling and broke 6 ribs and punctured his lung. Doctor said he's going to be out of work for 6 weeks. 3 weeks later, he's back on the job. But the gal in the middle, I want to share with you Karen. And Karen had some radiation treatment on her face in June 6th. And you can see June 10th, 4 days later, wasn't looking too good. June 17th, 11 days later, starting to heal. June 23rd, but oh my gosh, by June 30th, you can't even tell the procedure had been done to her. Her doctors and nurses were blown away. And also, I got to mention hair growth. We've got lots of anecdotal reports of people who have experienced an increase in the quality, quantity, and speed of their hair growth, and some folks even getting some of the old color back. So the bottom line is youth renewal. The result is a healthier, more vital you to spend with your family, your loved ones, your kids, your grandkids. Aging doesn't have to be the number of candles on your cake. It's a feeling, not a number. And we're going to help you look, feel, and live younger. So I'm just going to play a couple of short little testimonials to give you an idea what some people are saying about X39.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to Lifeway for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using Lifeway daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Wow. That's beautiful. So, it's not just what average people like you and I are saying, it's what doctors and health practitioners are saying. And I'm proud to say we have hundreds and thousands of health practitioners, doctors all across the country, all around the world, using LifeWave patch technology with their patients in their practice. And we're very blessed to have two of them on the line here with us. I'm going to turn the next part of the call over to. The first is Dr. Velvet. She's an alternative health practitioner and metaphysician, and just one of the shining stars in our LifeWave community. And she's going to introduce our other doctor that's going to be joining us. So, Dr. Velvet, I'm going to bow out and turn the next part over to you.
Oh, thank you, Gregory. And you did such an amazing job in describing the patch and everything that I'm really excited to have Dr. Pam tonight speaking with us, because now I can just dive in and ask her a bunch of questions. But what we have tonight is Dr. Pamela Lewin. She was in private practice as a medical physician for over 40 years. And then she, in her own private practice, and then when she retired from doing that, she really, a lot like me, Dr. Pam, when I was in the medical field, I said there had to be a better way. And one of the things that you talk about is that true health does not require a prescription. And I just really love that philosophy. So if it's okay, I want to jump in with you tonight because, like I said, Gregory did a great job explaining the patch, what it does, who it's for. But as a physician, I've been curious, and I'm really glad we're here together tonight because I've been curious as a medical physician, what is your perspective when it comes to X39 and the patch?
Thanks, Dr. Velvet. It's good to see you again, too. Actually, almost all through my medical career, I've been looking for something simple, easily used, with no side effects, that can bring, first of all, address whatever is wrong with us from the root cause and bring our body back into a reparative state. Because every cell in the body knows its own function and knows what to do. And we are beings of energy, of electromagnetic energy. We don't learn much about that. At least, well, now, I have to say I've been out of medical school for a couple of minutes, okay? So they may be teaching electrophysiology and electromagnetism nowadays in the classroom, but I don't think they're teaching it from the standpoint of how the body can use this electromagnetism and create the signal that the cells need to function better, So they're using it from the point of view of what machine can we bring in to treat this patient, or what tests can we run on the patient to determine, a diagnosis on a diagnosis code. So I was really happy when I found out that there was something as simple as a little sticker that one could put on the neck on the below the belly button. And this would help our body get the real signal that would start it repairing our mitochondria or repairing our bodies at the cellular level.
That's important too, because, when you were talking about that, health doesn't require a prescription. We definitely know. And you know what? Maybe we don't know. Maybe a lot of our listeners tonight don't really understand the concept of that a prescription. So would you like to expand on that a little bit, of the difference of taking a prescription? Now, not to say that prescriptions aren't needed. Sometimes they are. And we had a great conversation about what some prescriptions can do to our bodies too, but really kind of talk about that difference of what is a drug doing compared to what the patch is doing.
Right. And as you were saying, you don't know what you don't know. And so you might think that this is the only way or this is the best way, but keep your mind open. An open mind, like a parachute or an umbrella, functions much better. So let's be able to at least accept something that you may not have experienced before. So in terms of the drug treatment, we have many different types of drugs. And what these things do, many of them are trying to either, like in the group of antibiotics that we are getting stronger and stronger antibiotics, because over the years, these bugs have become more resilient and more smarter, basically. So we find ourselves having stronger drugs and making stronger bugs, smarter bugs. And in the case of, say, chemotherapy, where here we want to target a certain set of cells, and we target those and we kill them off. But what do? We kill off our own little soldiers that are protecting our bodies and our other cells that we really didn't mean to harm. And so if there were a way in which we could help our cells to function in the way that they were designed to do and get rid of the rogue cells that occur during the course of our body's existence in the face of all the toxins we get in our food and in the air we breathe and in the water we drink, then it would be so much better for us to be able to target it in that way. And the cells know what they can do, and they have cells there already designed to get rid of these rogue groups of cells, tissues and lumps and bumps and things that come in, So in fact, there are other things that we do that, mark you, we have to say that drugs save people's lives too. We can't say they're all bad. We're not talking about a blanket statement that drugs are bad. We're saying that there may be a better way, okay? And so we can measure the changes that are taking place in terms of results. Let's look at the results that you get. You want to get results that are actually aimed at what you are aiming to get and nothing else. And so with our patches, we don't have any side effects. We're getting the results we're aiming to get, but we're not getting anything else. And when you talk about people who think, well, I'm not sick, I'm not old, I don't need anything else, I'm an athlete, I'm an Olympian, or maybe somebody who's a high performer, I don't need anything like that. But it's just a matter of degree, really. When you are a high performer and you finish doing what you're doing, you come back, recovery may be not quite as comfortable as you'd like it to be. Our patches will help you recover much better. It may even help you to perform better. There's a gentleman named Jason Fowler who is an triathlete. He happens to be a paraplegic, basically. He only uses his arms. But he started using our patches, and he went through his triathlon, and he does, swimming, cycling. Well, running, he has to run in his racing wheelchair. But he found out that when he was using the patches, his performance was so much better. So you can always improve, and it's a matter of getting what you want and not getting what you don't want, in everything that we're trying to get at.
Yeah, I was really glad too that Gregory had the athlete.
Then the other things that we talked about, the medication, they say we don't have peer-reviewed studies. Well, our products are not medical devices. These are general wellness products. And so we don't have to do peer-reviewed studies, but in fact, we do. We have done double-blind clinical crossover, randomly controlled human clinical studies, and we've done them with third parties as well. And so we have done the due diligence to make sure that our patches do what they say they do. So we have studies, and then it's not like it's a placebo effect or anything. Yeah, you think it's going to work and therefore it works. It's not a placebo effect, but we also do that on horses, on dogs and cats. And horses don't lie. All they know is how to be a horse. And then when they show pain, you can put a patch on. Evidently, the pain goes away. Then you take the patch off. The horse gets the pain again. Put the patch back on. The scientific method. You try something. You have a hypothesis. You take it away, see if it comes back, and you put it on again, see if it goes. So our patches do what they say they do. They are reliable. They have no side effects. They're simple. They're affordable. What can you use? What can you lose?
Well, and I love what you said about a better way, right? It's not about.
You're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm not muted on my end. So can everybody hear me? Oh, they said you're kind of fuzzy, but I'm going to go ahead.
Yes, I can hear you fine, Dr.
Okay.
Velvet.
Awesome.
Dr. Pamela, your volume is too high. So
okay. The thing told me to turn my volume up, so I did. But okay, I'll go ahead and do that.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, so much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Very good. I love what you said about that there's a better way, right? It's not about waiting until something occurs and then we're in we're in drastic dire to take care of that situation. And a lot of times fear sets in and we start just grabbing at anything. But when we're wearing the technology, I love that it is supporting my body 24/7, even when I'm just wearing the patch 12 hours on, I'm taking it off and it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I'm nurturing my body, that cell to cell communication, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And so even with the athletes, that cell to cell communication is enhanced so that when they are in that extreme activity and injuries, they're healing so much faster. And if they're doing that, and we've got studies of that, we've got testimonies of that, then I know that it's going to do the same thing for me as well, right?
Yes, definitely. And we want to do that. We want to be able to get to our results without having to deal with anything strange, nothing more. We want the cells to communicate the way they know best. We want to hydrate ourselves so that the message can from one to the other unimpeded. Want to cut down on inflammation, which is the biggest thing that we have to face. And we have patches that can help with that. And then, you want to make sure that you are getting good sleep, because it's during the time that you're resting and sleeping that your body is repairing itself best, And then the diet has to be something that supports your plan of action for your own health. So we have to do some things, then the patch can do some things, and the body will respond in the way the body knows how to.
And that's exactly right. Just allow it to do what it does, and it's going to take care of you, right? Well, thank you, Pam. I really appreciate this, and I'm glad that we were able to be there because I really enjoy your perspective. And I'm sure the listeners are interested in hearing, well, with a medical doctor, family practice, what is it that they're thinking about these patches? So hopefully everybody that's listening tonight has really got a good understanding of where that's coming from. So, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
That was wonderful. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, doctors. Thank you. Two of our outstanding doctors with LifeWave. Thank you very much. So what I'd like to do is show you what's happened to the company since we launched the X39 just about 7 years ago. And let me see if I can share my screen again here. Turn on the screen share. Here we go. And the company has gone through absolutely explosive growth. And here we go. Look at that. We've grown about 3,000% in the last 7 years with no end in sight. We've become, one of the number one growth companies in network marketing, and more importantly, a rising star in the $8 trillion longevity and wellness market. Now I get to share with you a little bit about our corporate headquarters, and I told you a little bit about our welcome center designed by the set designer for Star Trek. And so we got a little surprise for you, and we call this the oldest intern. So I'm going to go ahead and play this little short video for you.
I've lived a long life. I've done a lot of things, but I've never been an intern.
I'm the founder, sure, but I'm also an inventor. My latest experiment? Hire William Shatner. But as an intern. No way I can afford that guy full-time.
Hi, I'm Alicia. I'm going to be your trainer for today.
Hi, Alicia. Hi, Alicia.
William Shatner?
Yeah, well, you can call me Bill. Or intern. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's just fine. Today I'm going to be taking you on a tour of our Welcome Center.
I hear they have something like a captain's bridge in the Welcome Center. Feels like you're traveling through space.
I have an award-winning production designer.
This I gotta see.
For decades, and hey, Bill!
No, please, no sci-fi today. I'm just here as an intern, that's it. I just beamed in. Yeah, I know that look. I get that look whenever I sneak around, and you're sneaking. Go away. I'm busy. Jackpot. You didn't see a thing. Oh. People gotta see this.
Bill! Who let you in here?
He let me in here.
Bill? Captain?
Oh, you gotta get out here. The old intern who looks an awful lot like me, he's messing things up.
But wait, aren't you...
Yeah, it's a sci-fi thing. Come on.
Oh, excuse me. David, was that? Is that in budget?
There you are. Come on. Back to the group.
People gotta see this.
I know. It's a part of the tour.
Oh.
Yeah.
You ready for me? Doug. Bill? Doug. Bill. Doug.
Oh,
Bill. For goodness.
Do you know Doug?
Do I know Doug? Star Trek designer on props and sets and the spaceships and this?
Came out beautifully, huh?
Oh, Doug is...
Hey, Bill.
Oh.
One of your clones said you're causing trouble.
You're taking the word of a clone?
Personally, I always go with the original.
That's a good idea.
I have a question. Are you really going to be an intern here?
Yeah. Why not? But first, I gotta tell you about the Welcome Center here at the LifeWave offices.
Okay, this is a commercial. Got it.
No. It's a kind of soft sell. No, just a simple suggestion, really. You absolutely have to get back to the person who shared this video with you. I had a great time exploring the LifeWave Welcome Center, experiencing their amazing life-changing technology, and learning about the opportunities surrounding one of the fastest-growing companies on the planet. And you will too. So check them out and just tell them Bill sent you. The real Bill, not that sci-fi clone.
Bill, we're waiting. Oh, okay. Hey, duty calls. Back to interning. Bye-bye.
Not too bad for how old is he? For a 94-year-old. I think the patches are working because I think he's getting younger year by year. So I'm going to talk briefly about the business side, the business opportunity, because we need help getting the word out on these incredible products. This is a great plan B in a gig economy, and we have patented exclusive products with no competition. We've got a very simple, duplicatable success system with free websites, training, and support, and a very low cost of entry, and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives and health. We also have a very generous compensation plan that pays out approximately 50% of all sales to our brand partners. And we have 3 ways to get started. The first is a retail customer, and a 1 month supply of X39 is $149.95. But we have a model, friends don't let friends buy retail. So a better way to get started is as a preferred customer, you can actually save $50 or 33%, and just to get involved in our monthly auto ship subscription. No long-term commitments required. You can stop at any time, but you probably won't want to. And it comes with a risk-free money-back guarantee. Now, the best way to get started is as a brand partner, and you can get paid for sharing. You can earn a part-time or full-time income, generous personal and team rewards, getting paid weekly, and we have 4 brand partner starter kits to choose from, and these come with a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. So these are the 4 different starter kits. They start as low as $295, and the biggest one is only $1,750, and each of them gets a progressive discount below the wholesale price. So it depends on how much discount you want to get. So I'd invite you to get back with the person who invited you, and they can clue you in and help you find a pack that's best for you. This is just a little closing video I want to play before we call this a wrap. So one more video for you here.
A life empowered is closer than you think. We're all looking for a better way. Reimagine what's next with a new sense of exuberance. Why not power on like you mean it? Or power off blissfully? A better sleep is a better awake. You've never moved like this before. With the energy nature intended. Imagine reprogramming the way you look at the speed of science. At longevity. At exhilaration. It's next level rejuvenation. Take control of your well-being. From the inside out and outside in. The light within is ready to ignite. Be the light. LifeWave.
And that is our motto, be the light with LifeWave. So I want to thank you very much for being part of our presentation here tonight. And we don't need to watch it again. I want to tell you that for my wife, Robin, and I, LifeWave has been an absolute answer to a prayer. Every day we hear miracle stories, and every day we're enhancing and changing people's lives. And we and thousands of others all around the world are enjoying the blessings of health, vitality, lifestyle, community, and financial freedom. So be the light with LifeWave. Get back with the person that invited you. Get your questions answered. Choose the X39 wholesale starter kit that's right for you. And just get started today. God bless you all. Thanks for being with us here tonight. And this officially ends our presentation. Good night, everyone.